What is going on, everybody? Welcome to the Mystery Knife Giveaway live event. This is the final four. There's only 4 knives left in the pouches, and I went ahead and pulled out all the uninteresting stuff and added stuff that's super interesting. So if you win tonight, you are guaranteed at least 1 premium. So there's 3 really nice knives in there. There's 1 knife that's not quite as expensive, but it's super cool anyway. Like, whoever wins it's gonna be pumped. So I got distracted talking with chat. We're talking about, I don't want to buy, I have 1 iPad and I don't let the kids use it unless they have like a super long dance or wrestling or basketball tournament. And even then it's like really limited. I don't want them to become dependent on iPads. And it's like I was saying it in chat, I'm not judging anybody who uses an iPad as a time, a time waster catalyst if you have nothing else to do. It's just, but me personally, I don't want that to happen. So I have not purchased another iPad. I don't want to do that. Legos, phones, yeah. My kids have already, my son already was like, when can I have a phone? And I was like, you can have a phone when you're 30. Same with some of my daughter's friends have phones, and it's like, you guys don't need phones. Like, it's not time for phones yet. And even when you get one, I'm gonna make sure that it doesn't do anything except call and math. You're gonna have a calculator, and you're going to have my phone number, and you're going to have your mom's phone number, and that's all it's going to do. Cletus Freedom 500 is on tonight. How late does that go? That sounds awesome. Cletus McFarland? Hell yeah, brother. You're on the Cletus McFarland YouTube channel. God, I love that. I subscribed to Cletus when he had 487. It was either 487 or 490,000 subs. Yeah, I'll get him a dumb phone. Super 15 months. Thank you for all being here. Hey, awesome. Thank you so much. Product 24. Very cool. I like your beard. Bradford Mitchell, thanks for your donation. Okay, Excalibur update. It arrived on April 1st. I finally have it. Amazing knife. Can't believe they added the new clip. Also, along with the original. They did? What? They didn't tell me they were doing that. They gave you the original Timascus one and the new clip? That's super cool. They gave it to you. Really? I didn't know they did. Dude, Kuhnwood just does cool stuff and doesn't even tell me. They gave you the Timascus clip and the new clip and charged you less. That's cool. I love that. I think that's great. Cool. You got some Zerkatai scales from Metenboss for your PM2 and 940. Does Metenboss do nice Zerkatai scales or what? Man, so nice. I got my Metenboss Zerkatai Shaman here. So nice. Really expensive, but if you're going to do it, highly recommendable. Made in the USA. Hello from the Philippines. What time is it in the Philippines, Glenn? Wow. Let the party begin. Lots of you guys. Lots of you here for the final 4 right off the bat. I think chat was, there was about 90 of you in here waiting. That's cool. Usually there's only about 50. It's 9:35 in the morning. Wow. All right. Well, waking up to answer. I'm getting close to bedtime here. I really want to watch the so after the live stream, I'm probably gonna settle in and watch the Devil May Cry anime on Netflix. I watched the first 2 episodes, and I won't spoil anything. The animated action sequences are phenomenal. They are so good. The characters and the story's a little corny, a little goofy, but then again, Devil May Cry kind of has that. From what I remember, it's kind of got that, but super, super cool. I'm definitely really interested in watching the rest of those, and I've got a high standard ever since I watched Castlevania on Netflix. That was mind blowing, so good. Castlevania is an example of an adult animated series that even if you don't like anime, you will like Castlevania. People who are hardcore anti-anime, the anime for you is Castlevania. It is badass. It is so good. Lots of Western humor and things like that in it. But Castlevania and shows like Castlevania and One Punch have set my bar so high. And I have very little tolerance for any long, drawn-out, story-based animated series. I just won't... I can't sit there and... You guys have heard me rant about anime before. Most of the time, I can't do it. I can't do, the Sigma male, anime trope. Guy has a katana that belonged to his dead grandfather, some troubled past, blah, blah, blah. Can't do it. Hate flashback anime. Can't stand it. Give me action, 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 action. Dragon Ball Daima was amazing, phenomenal, loved it, super good. I've been to a Freedom 500 as well on their event in Bristol with my parents. They were both great fun. I bet it was a blast. Bet it was a blast. So solo leveling, that's not the first time that I've been told that. I've heard some people said it was rocky and then it got really good, but maybe I'll give that a try. Okay, solo leveling. Sounds cool. I'm getting older, I'm getting picky, and I hold my own opinion so high. I sometimes I think I have to stop and be like, I need to not take myself so seriously. Like I'm not an anime critic. I just get bored with certain things, and I like action. I don't care about romance. Pass. That's why I love Goku so much. Dude, Goku is just such a two-dimensional being. It's just constantly training, fighting, eating, sleeping, and it's so much easier for a cave person like me to watch it. Solo leveling is 10 out of 10. I also need to watch, is it Chainsaw Man? I heard that's pretty intense. I'm not super, if it's really gory, I don't love super gory anime. So, I mean, to be fair, Devil May Cry so far is pretty intense, but I mean, I can handle it. But animes that are just clearly just specifically into the gore element, I'm like, okay, give it a rest. It's just gross. I don't need to see pink oatmeal every other scene, I don't need to see that. Hey, Chainsaw Man was kind of mid. Okay. So Pete from Cedric Canada has told me many times to watch. He apparently is a big fan of Chainsaw Man, and he's told me sometimes we trade shows. And he also is really into Reacher. And I don't know what you guys thought of the third season of Reacher. I thought it was just as goofy and ridiculous as the. I mean, it was exactly what I expected. It was entertaining. That was about it. I'd give it a C+. Bradford Mitchell, thanks for your 10 memberships there. Super kind. Bradford, I wonder how many total memberships you've gifted. It's got to be like 200, man. The Reacher movies were good. Not a fan of the series. I think maybe I'm a little bit mystified by how, as a straight male, no judgment to anybody, I'm a little mystified by the incredibly imposing physique of the guy who plays Reacher. It's just like, man, you watch it and you're like, that is absurd. I want to watch that guy. When he smashed that guy's face through that window in that truck. There's just something primal about watching somebody like him do that. Subject change. NES Ghosts and Goblins. Who remembers this? I remember. Yeah, we all have trauma from that game. A lot of, if you have adult onset anxiety, there's a good chance that part of it was triggered by Ghosts and Goblins. It's so unfair. Those Red Devil things, when you get later into the game, like, God, that made me mad as a kid. I'd rent that game and I'd spend my whole weekend dying. That's like old school Dark Souls. It's ridiculous. The closest thing that I can relate, like, just pattern recognition, Ninja Gaiden. Those levels are so, like, you have to die in order to understand how to get through the levels. There are so many traps in those games. Ninja Gaiden, God, and the same thing with Ghosts and Goblins. You just have to die so you understand the patterns. And the enemy respawning, God, old NES games are so brutal about that. Raccoon or porcupine? So I stand by what I said. It comes down to preference. These are these are top tier budget knives. These are the two best knives under $75 on Earth, period. Period. It will come down to preference. They're both amazing. The raccoon's a little bigger. They need to make a larger version of this. Excuse me. If they make a larger porcupine, like if they make an 8-inch porcupine, 8 1/4, that's it. It's honestly real. I mean, like, I'm going to be real with you. Real close. There's a reason that the preferences all kind of boil down to similar lines. It's because they work. No reason to hide this. I mean, like, these lines work. Here, hold on. Let's do another one. Right? These lines work, guys. Pocket knives all slowly end up being the shape, just like all evolutionary beings apparently turn into crabs. Have you read that theory? I found that super interesting. Evolution ends with crabs. What is this game? Oh, Tom and Jerry. God, that game also pissed me off. Crab people, crab people. We need a crab-themed pocket knife. Don't even know what that would look like, but crab-themed for sure. This weekend we have, so I've gotten back into doing my list. I've been saying no to a lot more companies unboxing boring stuff. I've been saying no a lot more lately. A lot of companies from certain locations suddenly desperate to have their stuff showcased. I wonder why. I've been saying no to a lot more companies, and I have gotten back into the groove of making list and discussion style videos for the weekends. So we have a video this weekend, 10 more knives that everybody should try at least once. And I also did a throwback and like shout out to Lugeronger, who created the original video that has 25 million views on YouTube. Knives you don't hand to people. Wow, it seems like everybody has covered that topic. I wanted to cover it again and give my updated thoughts on it. So I also did that. So if you're a fan of that style of content from me, which seems to be some of the more popular stuff that I do, you're going to see both of those this weekend. Can we get top 10 Herman knives? Well, I mean, the problem is that I don't think Herman has 10 models. I can tell you my top 3 favorite models from Herman right now, and it's the Sting, the Slim, and the Dragonfly. The Sting is their best EDC-sized knife. The Sting is just about perfect. Can people see your chat? Yes, they can. Single track Slim. They can see it. I can see it. The Heretic sold out in seconds, did it? I mean, I get it. There are a lot of people on TikTok saying, who would pay $438 for a cartoon knife? You learn fast. You learn fast in this hobby. Talk about a very swift awakening for people who step into this hobby. The answer is a shitload of people. How's the detent on the Heretic? It's pretty good. It's an oversized plunge lock, and so it's kind of a mushy release, but where your finger gets captured here and the leverage you get, so like the detent itself isn't anything spectacular. I mean, it's okay. It's about what you'd expect. It's kind of a sluggish release, but there's such good leverage. The action really feels nice, and you can thumb flick it no problem. Like, it's pretty satisfying. Advertising during live stream should be illegal. Did you see an ad during my live stream? I intentionally do not manually place ads. I have ads placed in my regular content. Did you see an ad during this live stream? I like intentionally do not do that. Type 1 if you get ads during my live streams. If that's true, that really pisses me off. I don't need that ad revenue. You had 2? I mean, okay, wait, at the beginning, like right when you click in, okay, that's whatever, like they're gonna do that. You get 1 in the middle of my live streams? Okay, start over. I want you to type 1 if you've ever gotten an ad in the middle of my live streams while you're watching it live, not afterwards. Yeah, I have YouTube Premium too. I can't stand it. I would highly recommend YouTube Premium. Yeah, I was going to say, you should never get one during a live stream. Some of you do, though. Yeah, no, just so you guys know, I would never do that to you. I have the option to load my live stream with ads. I can do that. I could have it set up the exact timestamp that I plan to draw the winner and put an ad there if I wanted to be a dickhead. But I don't do that. Okay, alright. Well, it's weird that some people are getting them. I hate that I have to pay to not see ads. I mean, that's just the time period we live in, but as a YouTube Premium member, which I do pay for, they don't give that to me for free, that has made my YouTube experience substantially better. That is probably my favorite subscription. I watch a lot of YouTube. Not watching ads is amazing. And I sit there, you know, every now and then I go, God, it's nice to not have ads. It's so good. Yeah, YouTube Premium is freaking awesome, man. Don't you get the music with it, too? I get YouTube Music, too, and that's so... Dude, if you go to the gym and you watch a lot of YouTube, you listen to a lot of YouTube, you listen to a lot of music, like YouTube Premium, you get the... It sounds like I'm making an ad for YouTube Premium. And to be honest with you, I get a cut of YouTube Premium, but... Man, I love Premium. Yeah, YouTube Music is great. Place ads for restroom breaks. So I have that option. And the reason I don't do that is because I think people kind of enjoy the traditional, like, cracking jokes and talking about random stuff while I'm gone. I kind of just want you guys to be able to chat with each other. It's kind of shitty to, like, play an ad. You guys are all trying to sit here and talk and look at stuff. Even if I'm not here, I'd kind of rather not give you an ad while I'm taking a 30-second or 45-second pee break. What's the 5-hole knife at the top? Oh, so this is a pretty rare Arctic Dr. Death and Shirogorov collaboration. So it's made by Shirogorov, designed by Tom Mayo, and it's got the Alatex scales and damaged steel blade. Very rare. I bought this from Levon, Knife Nuts Podcast. I wanted a Dr. Death so bad, and he said, I've got a wild one that I'm willing to let go. He said, one deal, though. You can buy it from me, but if you ever decide to get rid of it, you have to ask me if I want to buy it back first. So that knife is protected. That's a very rare Shirogorov there. Yeah, I'll give you guys a close-up of that one. That's a treasure, actually. So these titanium scales are actually contoured and textured. Super cool. And then here's the Alatex side. You can see through and see that beautiful damaged steel there. Really nice. And then here's the damaged steel blade. A damaged steel Shirogorov, I got to tell you, there's something real special about that. I think they made exactly 100 of these, and I have number 90. Well, I saw it one time on the inside of the scales, I think, somewhere. Maybe the backspacer. I have number 90-something. Really cool knife. Set that down there carefully. Cold Steel Frenzy 3.5. I assume it's not your kind of thing, but don't see the harm in asking. Any thoughts on the Frenzy? Let me look it up real quick. Hold on. I like the 3.5 part of it. Oh, yeah, the Frenzy. Oh, they made a smaller one. Yeah, it's a big old stabby triad lock. I reviewed the big one a long time ago, and I thought it was just cartoonishly funny. But a 3.5 version makes a lot more sense. You say I hate holes, so I gotta be honest with you, I don't really like them either, but on a Tom Mayo, that's just personality. That's Tom Mayo personality. It's gotta be there. I would be mad if they weren't there. Like, that's just part of the look. And I know he makes some of them without them, but the Dr. Death is such an iconic knife. Love this channel. I love you. Evil Jester 533. Thanks for being here. You got 3 Poikilos this afternoon? So I just put together I don't want to go back to the anime talk, but in Devil May Cry, they referenced the King of the Demons, and his name was Mundus. Mundus is the design team that markets through Poikilo. I wonder if that's intentional. Is Mundus is that like a mythological figure, or is that a direct reference to Devil May Cry? I'm not up on this. Anybody got the Mundus lore? Where does the word Mundus or the name Mundus come from? Does anybody know? That's what they called it, and it even spelled it the same way in the subtitles. I always have the subtitles on. The smallest flipper I have, I'll go get it. It's really funny. You'll laugh. I know right where it is. Hold on. Let me get it. I'll get my smallest flipper. Hold on. Alright, here it is. Ready? Mini Corvid Zombie Edition. Had to keep it. So cool. So fun. 154 cm as well. I use it at the bar because I feel like I have a little bar in my basement, and I use it if I have to open packages or whatever down there. It's just a fun little knife. Just put it right there. I like little fun knives like that. They're just fun. The Princess of Dark, or the Prince of Darkness. Ozzy. Does Ozzy refer to himself as Mundus? You like that, Hawk? I like to remind people that this is the John Wick 4 edition. Serial number 4. I have number 4. I know what these go for on the secondary market. I just wonder what serial number 4 would go for. Absolutely mint. I've kept that thing in absolute pro. I have started to carry the other. I have 2 of those. I have a standard one in aluminum, and I carry that one periodically. Did that come with a pencil? Yeah, I've got the box right over there. It's just very unceremoniously shoved into that sagging shelving stuff that I always have behind me during the Blade Binge tours. Mundus is Greek and means clean, discreet, and elegant. Interesting. So, I mean, that's the name that they, when they reference the King of the Demons in Devil May Cry. Tan and yellow knife. That's the Max Ace Dragon Knight. Speaking of, apparently based on Evangelion. I think it looks like something out of the first Jurassic Park movie. I'm gonna keep this. It's just too weird not to keep. I love the weird stuff. I mean, that's what makes a collection fun. You know, I like to keep some weird stuff. The gold one. You guys always ask about the gold one. So this is a very rare Herman Ishtar in gold PVD. Then we have the same texture DLC backspacer and pocket clip, and then we actually have, they call it Bifrost Damage Steel. It's actually DLC coated Damage Steel, which we do not see very often. But when they asked if I wanted to take a look at it, I said I will, and I will buy that. I've got to have that. That is super cool, and we don't see that combo very often. Left of the Sleesh. Oh, Gen X Primark. A legitimate Chinese mid-tech with a super unique and proprietary pivot system. Some of the smoothest action I have ever felt. This is ridiculous. It feels like it is being operated with 0-point energy. I know that sounds like people say, oh, Chinese mid-tech, they roll their eyes. No, for real. Anybody in here own the Primark? You own the Primark, am I right about that thing? It's nuts. Can't buy it. No, they're all gone. Devo Tallboy, one of the best. It's one of the best dollar for dollar high-end Chinese production items in the market. It's super good, really nice, super high HRC M3 or S90V, really nice. Yeah, there you go. Sever 7's got it. Oh, hey, by the way, I know people are going to ask for channel shoutouts, and I've actually had a bunch of people email me about this, and they say you need to have a community, and they're right. Those of you who emailed me, thank you. You are correct. We need to have a community, not election, like, people need to be nominated. We need to have a way where the community nominates underrated channels to receive a shout out. We need to make it fair. What I've been doing is just picking random people in the comments, and that's been fun, and I'm really happy that people in the community have benefited from that. It's great. It's something that I enjoy doing. I want to see other channels grow because I know how hard it is starting out on YouTube, but it is a good idea to have the community nominate certain channels to have that. So let me figure that out, and we'll go back to it. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, it's the brown Cortex XL. This guy right here. Super cool. Awesome USA made knife. Don't hesitate with Brown. He makes an incredible knife. They're expensive, but it feels like a knife that should be expensive. $80 AUS 10 for 120 bucks. So here's the problem with it. You're not going to be blown away by AUS 10. The rest of the knife is essentially a perfect EDC knife. The 80-20.5 is so good. In my opinion, in that category of knife, it's really only overshadowed by the Shark Cub. The Shark Cub is essentially the same knife, it's just more compact, but in my opinion has better ergonomics and is easier to manipulate because of the shape of the hole. I also like the blade shapes that they offer better. The ergonomic lines, I think, are just more comfortable. 80-20.5 or Shark Cub are both excellent options. They're two of the best EDC knives that have ever been invented. Go for whatever you want. AUS 10's not spectacular, but the knife itself is. Can you show the GTR? So, yeah, I will here in a sec. Henry G, thanks for your donation. I nominate Butt Grape. Well, Butt Grape got a shot. Butt Grape, he got one. That's Goku. Didn't he? Yeah, I'm pretty sure I shouted out Butt Grape. Well, I'll find a way to set something up where you guys can nominate channels, and when I get a bunch, like with a bunch of votes, and I'll do like a top 5. So the whole reason I do that, if you want the lore on that, is that, like, I partially owe some of my growth to Nick Shabazz. Nick Shabazz, a long time ago, if you guys don't remember, he did a contest where he created a voting system where people could nominate channels, like newer knife channels, and my channel got a ton of attention from that, and I'm infinitely appreciative, and it's kind of a pay it forward thing. Now that I'm in a position where I can do that for other channels, I feel like it's kind of my responsibility to do it. But that's where that came from, because Nick Shabazz helped me out in the early days, and a number of other channels, really, but Nick just was like, yeah, here's a bunch of great channels you might not know about, and I was part of it. That bumped my channel to 1,500 subs. That was a big deal. I get it. You guys who are starting out, I get it. It's rough. Oh, you want to see the GTR? Where the heck is that stupid thing? It's not stupid. It's actually really... There it is, right in front of my face. Okay, so this is a weird-looking knife. And let me tell you, you'll see the unboxing. This is so supremely impressive. This is far, far better. Even knowing that it was built by Riot, even knowing that it was going to be good, I was blown away by this thing. It is weird. It's got vents and crap everywhere. I have to imagine that's like they're specifically referencing the most famous version of the Nissan GTR. The only thing that sucks is the clip tension is it's intense. The clip tension is crazy, but this is an integral and it's really nice. Like impossibly nice. I kind of want to, so this was loaned to me by eKnives. I'm trying to be careful with it because it's got to go back. I'm kind of thinking about buying it. It is tough to get traction. I always tell people the same thing. You have to make a lot of content, but don't make trash content. Like, if you are able to make a lot of content and you're able to put passion and honesty into it, that's your best bet. You live in a world where social media demands constant content. So if you're going to start a channel and you're going to upload once a week, hey, you know, if you're enjoying it and you're not in it to, like, really grow, you're just doing it, then fine. But if you're in it to grow, you really have to make a crap load of content. You really do. Or you have to have enough money to pay a ton of editors and a production staff so that you can make 1, 2, maybe 3 uploads a month and they all get absolutely monstrous views, which is really hard to roll the dice on. You know, I'm not willing to do that and I'm not able to do that, so I just make a lot. Can't remember the name of the channel, but I like the idea. You should have your wife guess the price of a handful of knives. Could be entertaining. It was Nick Shabazz. Nick Shabazz did that. It was really funny. Yeah, that's a great idea. It's a great idea. I think my wife would be really good at it. I think she'd mess up a few, but she's handled so many knives, mostly against her will. Because I hand her stuff and I'm like, "What do you think of this?" And she's like, "Oh my God, I'm trying to watch Last Kingdom. Stop." I'm like, "What do you think of this? Flip this. Tell me what you think. Tell me what you think of the action." Last Kingdom, great show if you've never watched it. I am Uhtred of Babenberg. His little one-liners. You speak like an infant. I can't said that to one of the Danes. I laughed so hard. So good, man. So good. Last Kingdom, so good. I love it. Big fan. Awesome show. 6,300 for what? What knife are you guys referencing that's $6,300? I've got a couple. I don't know that they're out. You talking about the Riot Jack? Yeah, that 1.5 goes for crazy money. I know, it did kind of end in a slightly weird way. There's a movie with the same actor? I don't own any Kaiser Begletters. No, all the Kaiser Begletters that have come through my channel have been given away. I appreciate you guys nominating people, but we have to have like a formal way of doing this. It can't just be like shouting in chat. Like I'm gonna set up a thing where people can do it. It'll be like a community post and people can leave comments, something like that. But hey, just know, if you're a content creator and you're in chat and you want to promote your channel in my chat, go for it. I don't care. You can promote your channel in my comments. I'm not gonna get mad at you. If you're like, hey, I'm a content creator, you can come watch my... Go ahead. Go ahead. I don't care. Dang it. People, like viewers get mad at some people, like, popping into comments and promoting themselves, and it's like, why? Like, let them. They're not hurting you. Unless they're like filling it. If they like leave 100 comments on a video, if a video has 30 comments or if it has 130 comments and 100 comments are one person advertising their channel, that's kind of annoying. But somebody leaving one comment and saying, hey, I create content too. Yeah, that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. I always thought that I had to be one of the, as far as like YouTube channels with the most, covering knife content with the most uploads. For a long time, I thought I was #1, and I realized I am not. There are actually quite a few channels that have over 5,000 uploads covering knives, and a lot of them are not very big channels. So that was a humbling experience for me. Show Russian Loxa Integral. Have you seen it? Yes, actually, just a couple of days ago. That's also definitely on my radar. Tango 357, thanks for your donation. I just pre-ordered the full DLC Excalibur, used your link and everything. Can we make that the giveaway entry requirement for tonight? Rob's Nerdy Knives, thanks for your donation. MC, have you handled the Phoenix-based custom-made Edgar & Cole? I have not even heard of it. Basically a hybrid among a Shurgroff Holt Blade Works Skiff-made blades, Koenig, Brown, and Grimm's. Really? That's a pretty, man. I mean, that's quite the knife, if you are describing that accurately. Somebody said G-Ball Vision has great detailed content. He does. And I also want to give him a nod there for his channel name. I'm not coming down on any channels that are called something EDC, like Tri-State EDC, for example. That's obviously working for him. But when you have a unique name like that, people remember it. G-Ball Vision, once you hear that, you're not going to forget it. You know, I feel like that's kind of what helped out my channel was Metal Complex. It's not necessarily immediately indicative of knife content, but there's something there that kind of rolls off the tongue. Metal Complex, right? I mean, it kind of, the little bells go off. There's something to that. Name yourself something real and unique, you know, and it doesn't necessarily have to be specifically, like, obviously knife related, you know? Butt grape, exactly. That's why butt grape is nobody's ever gonna forget butt grape blades. It's like, it's so cryptic. What does that mean? It's provocative. G-Ball, yeah. G-Ball Vision for sure. There was a long... So there was another angry content creator or Redditor or something that referred to me as Tin Simplex, and I thought that was so funny. There was a time where I considered creating a second channel called Tin Simplex that was essentially a parody or like an intentional mockery of my own channel. Like an extreme version of myself, but critical specifically of Metal Complex. And I thought about creating that as a joke channel and uploading once a week just for entertainment. And I gotta be honest with you, it's not off the table. I love the whole Tin Simplex thing. It was a very clever joke by somebody who legitimately hated me. I love that, but I'd love to steal it and use it to my advantage. I got called Chinese aluminum. Oh my gosh. Titanium Justin. There's no shortage of people who are going to hate on you. The more you grow, the more haters you're going to have. That's just part of it. Edged Mindset is also, that's a clever channel name. A lot of interesting channel names. Almost as central as the Knight's Edge. Yes. Yes, yes. I like your logo. Your logo is super cool. You ordered a Herman Mantis Tesseract with a mirror polished M39. You are gonna shit your pants, Malcolm. Your pants will have thoroughly been shitted. You will shit them into the fourth dimension, I promise you, right there with the Tesseract that has been lasered into your knife. So that Tesseract pattern, I've mentioned this before, that's 26 hours under a laser. This is a laser pattern. It looks like there's depth to it. There's not. It is not. There's no depth. This is a 26-hour laser pattern. You will shitted. The most durable jorts stand no chance against the force that you imagine a black hole but backwards. The force of a black hole but outward. I don't care how thick the denim is on your jorts. They're getting blown out. Blasted apart. Yes, I guess that actually is a theoretical thing. So, Jarman said white hole. That is it's a theoretical concept. It's nobody's proven that actually exists. But you're right. Yeah, a white hole. Sounds a little. You know, when I say white hole, that probably makes you guys cringe a little bit. But that is a scientific or like a what's the right term for that? It's a theoretical concept. But I think based solely on the fact that if we know pretty much for certain that black holes exist, then it's possible that white holes exist. I think that's the entire premise of that theory. Science-y. Tim. Yeah, it is. Yes. Welcome to science with Metal Complex. Somebody who clearly has no idea what they're talking about. I watch a lot of YouTube videos, and white holes could be real. But yeah, anyways, that's the force that you'll blow your jorts out with. They stand no chance. What's up, Beefstick? Love you, Beefstick. I'm glad you hung around, man. I like you a lot. I'm not even being sarcastic. When are you trading your Narrows for the QSP Penguin? Dude deserves it in the name of all that's unholy. Is everybody up on that lore? You guys have been following. A lot of you are very aware of a gentleman who's been commenting in my comments. And he's been requesting daily that I trade my Benchmade Narrows. And I do have one. I have a brand new Benchmade Narrows in full DLC. It was given to me by Benchmade. I gave away all the other Narrows that they gave me. I've kept it. And there's a gentleman who keeps asking me to trade that for his QSP Penguin. I thought that was funny, but I also noted his persistence. And I think a lot of people are wondering where the limit is and whether or not I'm just egging this guy on. And the answer to that is, I guess you'll just have to watch and see what happens. His name's Mike. He's dedicated to it. I respect that. The budget Excalibur is not only a possibility, it's an inevitability. It's going to happen. It is not second in line. It might not even be third in line. There's a bunch of stuff we want to do. But let us get one more thing worked out. And I promise you, the next big announcement for Excalibur is going to open up a world of implications. A world. As soon as you guys see what we've got in the works, what we've got cooking in the old pot, okay? As soon as you guys see it, as soon as I reveal it, you're going to go, oh! You're going to know. It's going to click. The thing we were trying to do very recently, we have learned is definitely going to happen. And it has very heavy implications on future Metal Complex Excalibur variations. No, I'm not doing my own brand. I'm not doing that. No, I'm working exclusively with Kunwu. I've had many companies who make nice knives reach out and say, "Hey, we'll work with you." And I am gonna stay loyal to Kunwu, and I appreciate all of those offers. But I like Sergio. I like. There's a lot of great human beings in the knife industry. I'm not bringing anybody else down. Sergio is a special person, and I like working with Sergio, and I want to keep working with Sergio, and that's where we're going to stay. I could probably make a lot more money working with a lot of different brands, but that's not really my goal. I want to stick with something that I can take from a good product to a great product, and I want to stick with that. That's, if once my channel's done and gone, I would prefer that people remember that at least I developed something that was generally considered great. But we've got to get there. Excalibur's a good knife, and I'm really happy with it. But I want to make it something great, at least by my own standards. Will budget Excalibur be in surgical stainless? No. Probably some, one of the preferred steels by the community. 14C28N is certainly there. 154CM is also interesting. I also like the idea of making it not quite budget and just going with something like S35VN, but that really depends on how limited we are with prices, Yeah, tariffs create a problem, for sure. We're trying to work around that, but that's difficult. So we'll do everything we can. So you're asking LMAX. So the sandwich construction version of Excalibur is planned to be in LMAX. LMAX is typically regarded as it's like a universally accepted steel by the community. LMAX is just a good steel. It's the halfway point between S35VN and M390 and made by Bowler. LMAX is good steel. But the nice thing about it is it helps us get the price down and get to where I want to be with sandwich Excalibur. 440 Excalibur. Vision FG or Shark Cub. That's an upload worthy discussion. Vision FG or Shark Cub. So the base version of of each knife, I would go Vision FG. But if we're talking model to model, which is a better knife? That's a tough question. They're both top tier. Absolute top tier. That Buster, I promise you, it's gonna break the knife. That Buster from Civivi's gonna break the knife. People are gonna lose their minds. Have you guys seen that? The Civivi Buster? Oh my God. That's a love note to the knife community. That is a love note. Civivi's like, let's just make everybody happy. That Buster, oh my gosh. He even has a cool name. Everybody's excited for the Buster, man. That's the knife. People who are like, no, I only buy USA. That's the knife they go, well, you know what? Maybe I can make an exception. That knife is good, man. So many people are pumped for that thing. That's a great example of a knife that does not require promotion from any big channel. Simply the fact that it exists will create demand. Civivi has honed in on exactly what people want, and Snex, what a genius. They know what they're doing. Beefstick, I'm not going to read that out loud. I'm not reading that out loud, you troll. I love you. Beefstick, you ever go to Blade Show? At sometime, Beefstick, I promise you, someday we're gonna meet. We're gonna shake hands. We're gonna hug. Okay, I mean it. We're gonna. Is that you in your profile picture? I'm just curious, Beef. Is that actually you? I just want to know so I can pick you out. I do actually like the idea of intentionally doing a titanium nitride rainbow coated Excalibur. Like Kershaw grade. Jacob Cam, thanks for your donation. Bought myself the Stonewashed Excalibur, but ever since I did, regret not getting full DLC. Nonetheless, I can't wait to get my hands on it. You'll love it. And here's the thing, I mean, just use it. It'll always look the same. You know, even enough use on DLC, and even that wears down. So you can pride yourself in knowing that thing's just pretty much going to look the same no matter what. So Excalibur's not going to have the super lock, but we got a lock. We got a lock that's not a frame lock. No, it's not me. I'm kind of close to the Lee Valley. Oh, you are. Interesting, Beef. So, like, are you close with Levon? That's very specific. Beef, because like, I consider Levon a very close personal friend. Levon is one of the most genuine people in the knife community I've ever met. And I've turned to him for much advice. See the Spyderco Janice song? Yeah, I did. Thanks for that donation. The Lee Valley Knife Show, that's very, very specific. I would recommend you guys check that out if you don't know what it is. That's headed by Levon. But that's who I bought the show off from. But yeah, if that's your show, then I have to imagine that you know him. Levon tolerates me. I don't know if Levon would call me this. It would say the same. Levon tolerates me, but he is a good person. I'll go ahead and I'll give him all the gold medals that he deserves. But he's real nice and always answers my questions. I've been on they were nice enough to let me on their podcast, that was a fun time. His mom and I had a falling out. We don't talk anymore. I can't even tell if you're messing with me, man. I can't tell if you're messing. I'm gonna ask him. I'm gonna be like, do you know this guy named Beefsteak? I gotta find. Now I'm wondering if you're somebody else that I do know, and then you just have this this name here, Beefsteak. I'm going to find out 10 years from now that is Levon. Who won the knives? I haven't drawn for them yet, guys. 1,000 of you in here listen to me ramble on about jean shorts and anime and white holes and all this other nonsense. It's coming, all right? Just you wait, baby birds. I will feed you. It's 9:23. It's been almost an hour. I have to go to the bathroom. There's 1,000 of you in here. It's just the right amount of people. I'm going to go to the bathroom real quick. I'll be right back. Wash your hands. Oh, did he wash his hands? Oh, did he wash your hands? Oh. Shut up. Somebody had that comment halfway typed and they're like, oh. Willing to sell my Rotten Evo? No. I love that knife. I love that knife. I wish that they would do that finish on more stuff. You guys are gross. You're a bunch of degenerates. You know that? I'm reading these comments. Okay, hold on, Zachary. We got a Patreon question here. Let me take a second. MC, so I upgraded my Patreon subscription to the $5 plan when you announced the new giveaway tier, and the 23rd patron suspended my subscription because I manually pay every... What? Zachary, listen, first of all, if you are able to still reach out to me on Patreon, please do. I will respond to you and look into this. So I can't control what Patreon does because my page just exists on the Patreon platform. So I don't have an enormous amount of power, but I would like to look into that. That does not seem fair at all because you pay manually. They 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 suspended your subscription. That doesn't make any sense. I believe you, but if they actually did that, that's bullshit. So if you can reach out to me, if you cannot, email me at metalcomplex87@gmail.com, and I'll see what I can do for you. Yes, I did have halfway typed. Hit the wrong button. Yeah, yeah. Yes, you had it halfway typed. Being hunted down and stabbed by MC while receiving a hug at Blade Show is improbable, but never impossible. I can personally guarantee that I will never hunt anybody down and stab them. No, you're much more likely to get a hug from me than, you know. I would deliver a knife in a different way. You're also likely. I like the idea of just having a bunch of knives on me and just handing them out. I've thought about that, carrying around a backpack full of knives and just handing them out to random people. Without being ultra specific about who I am. I feel like a lot of you probably could recognize me, but if I do go to Blade Show, it will not be in a promotional way. I will not make my presence incredibly known, and I would probably wear a low ball cap. But I do like the idea of meeting people and randomly giving knives away. I think that sounds like fun. For all those who are still unsure, Metal Complex truly is one of the nicest and most genuine guys. Oh my gosh, my ego. On camera and off, he has talked to me and helped me more than I could hope. Definitely not a dick. Thank you. I enjoy our conversations as well. Thanks, man. That's really nice. You'd recognize my voice. That's my problem. Is I'm really social. I'm a little bit awkward and a little goofy, but I am very social, and I feel like that'd be my giveaway is my voice and my laugh for sure. I have a pretty cringy cackle, and there's nothing I can do about that. Especially if I think something's really funny, it gets really high pitched. Rolling up in a coal roller, I would not bring my diesel to Blade Show. I've been babying that thing. I've done a couple of modifications. I got rid of the matte black fender flares really bothered me. I got rid of those and installed my own body color ones. And I did it myself because the dealership was going to charge me like $300 in labor. And I was like, just give me the flares. I'll do it myself. That took 3 hours. If you've ever pulled the flares off of your truck, you know those little white clips that hold everything in, and then you have to, because it has the little reflectors, and they're, you know, electronically controlled. So you have to pull those out, reinstall the electronics, thread it through there, and then you have to run that tube underneath all those little latches. You got to take those little white things, and they keep falling out. You got to push them in there. Stuff falls out while you're trying to put. I said the F word more times in the span of 3 hours than I ever had in my entire life. I got them on, and I absolutely destroyed my fingers doing it. I got them on, and it's fine. I didn't mess anything up, but I had to rip so many of those stupid things out because they broke pulling the old ones off. I used a Leatherman to rip those things out of the steel body afterwards. God, that made me so mad, but I got it. It looks so much better. Yeah, it was still worth $300. Like, definitely. Like, it was 3 hours, but I'm not paying $300 for somebody else. Like, I was like, man, that's crazy. Like, when I worked at the dealership, it was $90 an hour for well, I guess that's about the same. I was about to say, like, the price of labor has gone up. It's pretty much the same. But I don't think it would have taken them 3 hours. I think they would have had, like, 2 or 3 guys do it in an hour and a half, and they would have charged me $300 for it. Should have filmed it? No. I'm not going to tell you where I went to high school, because I don't want you guys looking me up. You guys know I live in Kansas. That's enough. I have a normal life. The town that I live in doesn't know who I am for the most part, and I want to keep it that way. I like to do my. I'm not saying like 700,000. It's a lot on YouTube. I'm not really celebrity status, but I do enjoy just going to the grocery store and just getting milk and eggs and not worrying about weird stuff, you know. Did I have a mullet in high school? So no. How many of you have seen that picture of me from junior year? I shared it on social media. So I got a picture of me as a junior in high school. You know what? I should post it again. I do every now and then because it's really funny. Junior year in high school, I had I graduated in 06. So I had the blue plaid shirt and it was unbuttoned with the dark blue shirt underneath. Had the puka shell necklace, and I had bleach blonde hair down to my shoulders, bangs over my eyes. Douchebag, typical mid-2000s douchebag. No, I'm not bald. I actually still have most of my hair. I'm doing pretty good. I have less hair, but I wear a ball cap now. That's not doing me any favors, but I had a subscription for years, but got laid off. I renewed it when I pick up where I left off. I believe the Stitch is legendary. Yeah, if you have a metal complex on like a channel, like the YouTube subscription to my channel, I mean like the membership subscription, yes, your helmet will be the same color as when you left off. Thank you for your donation. Oh yeah, there's enough people in here. Let's go ahead and promote Patreon. So, if you guys don't know, right now on Patreon is definitely, it's far and away the best time to join that I've ever. I have a massive knife sale campaign going on. I started with a group of about 50 to 60 knives that I'm selling. All stuff that's been reviewed, that's time to go. My knife sales on Patreon typically have absolutely massive discounts. Anywhere from 30 to 50% off brand new knives. A lot of it is stuff that you can't even get anymore, and you can gain access to those knife sales for $1 a month, but you'll also gain access to once a week behind the scenes and updates, Excalibur stuff, and just channel updates that nobody else knows about. You gain access to Patreon buy, sell, trade, private Discord. There's a huge community in my Patreon Discord server, over 2,000 people. You also gain access to monthly giveaways, and this is a big one. Sorry, I'm going to read Sever7's deal here in the middle of my pitch. Really interested in hearing your take on the Poikilo knives. They have the power of God and anime on their side. I'm getting 4 in. No rush on getting them back, but can I send them to you? Yeah, for sure. That'd be great, man. Thank you for your donation. But the biggest one for Patreon are the giveaways. I have new tiered giveaways, so $1 a month gains you access to 1 monthly giveaway. They're always premium knives. The odds are much better. If you join the $3 tier, you gain access to 2 giveaways per month. And if you gain the $5 tier or higher, you gain access to 3 giveaways per month, all premium. This is a new benefit to patrons, and it seems to be going very well. Patrons are very happy about it. We just did the first one here, and it went super well. People got their hands on some pretty rare stuff, some pretty expensive stuff. So if that sounds interesting to you, the link for Patreon is right at the top of chat in that big, long, white, pill-shaped oval. You can join for $1 a month and gain access to everything, but if you want to go higher, you get extra benefits. Anyways, the next knife sale, literally every week. Every week until I run out of knives to sell. I'm not even halfway through. There are a crapload more to come. And let me tell you, I've got some spicy shit that I'm going to sell. Patrons, current patrons, you guys are going to lose your mind. I've got stuff from my personal collection that I'm selling on Patreon. So, if you want to get your hands on some cool stuff for, cheap, or you want to get your hands on stuff from my own personal collection that's very rare for nowhere near what it's actually worth, I do not mark my stuff up based on secondary market value. I take the original retail and mark it down. And my patrons will tell you that. A lot of people have scored Hermans from me for half price. Yeah, it is. It's a Roosevelt. It's a Roosevelt XL. Every week I give a preview of what I'm going to sell on Patreon. I give people 24 hours advance notice, like this is what's going to go up. And I tell everybody this is the exact moment the sale's going to drop. And I'll be honest with you, they go lightning fast. And they go fast because of how I price them. But if you manage to get your hands on one, they are usually pretty special, and they go for super cheap. One of the big ones this week was a Damasteel Bifer from Fox and TFG that normally goes for over 600, and I think the buyer got it for 350. I did see the 229 integral. I just reached out to Blade HQ saying, hey, do you have a sample? I said, I don't need to keep it. I'll send it back, but I really want to check that out. And their marketing guy said, I'll check on it. So we'll see. So are there any fixed blades that are going to go up for sale? Possibly. But there's nothing like, there's no shop. You just wait until I drop a post, and then you'll see what it is. That's how I keep it fair for everybody. The name of the game on Patreon is community fairness. I know people want to buy knives to get a good deal, and I know that people are also buying knives because they were my knives. I'm not ignorant to that, but I need it to be fair. Just bought Excalibur as a grail knife for my son. The latest pre-orders on Kuno's site, it says change to 3D tie clip, improved clip in Timascus. Oh, so you have an option to do the exact same clip in Timascus. So it should be the new updated clip with an option to make it Timascus is what it sounds like. That's cool. That's a little thing that they did that sounds great. I didn't even know about it. But yeah, if you want the Timascus clip, go for it. When does Fixcalibur drop? So that's a possibility. It's not a guarantee. It's not as definite as budget Excalibur, but it is a possibility. Trade me, you want me to trade you my house for a minivan? Tempting. But I think I'll keep my house. I really like my house. I have a bar. I like my bar. My basement is set up to watch football. I have I got a big 85-inch in the main area of my basement. And then over at the bar, I have a smaller 55-inch. And both TVs are visible, like you can eat and watch the game from whatever angle you want. And the whole idea was to watch the Kansas City Chiefs get the three-peat, which they didn't. But that was the whole idea there. It's almost time to do the giveaway, guys. Oh boy, yeah, we need to get on this, don't we? So, unfortunately tonight I have to awkwardly use my laptop to do the giveaway because my daughter has the iPad and I refuse to buy multiple iPads for my kids. I just won't do it. There's one family iPad and it's mostly in my possession and I don't let the kids have free access to it. Let me start putting some of this stuff away. People always ask about the Model 18, the Liangma Model 18, kind of a shadow gem of an integral. Beautiful, beautiful knife. You find one of these on the secondary market, you want to know if it's worth it? It's worth it. Awesome knife. This is a gift from Brian the Doe, Mini Evo in Zero Etch, Damasteel, and Mokatai. Fun one. Don't get that out very often. My Gen 2 Evo Typhoon and Damasteel, also a prized knife. One of the best knife designs ever, in my opinion. Production Evo Typhoon, super cool. The Bulldog, if you're wondering about this, it's pretty good. I wish there was more access to the opening hole, but this is a really nice knife. I think they did a good job with it. I love the forest green. I think this is micarta. The forest green, like, this is such a good looking knife. It's really cool. A little bit better access to that opening hole and it would be just about perfect, but really, really good. Great, great American knife. Also the new Necronaut. This is the newest generation of Necronaut and it's gorgeous. What a unique and immediately identifiable knife. Arcane Design Necronaut V3 is available on their website, actually. Oh, and it's now a nested liner lock, which I think is a huge improvement. It's really nice. Love that. A little bit of a toilet flusher stud there, but still great. You guys seen this one? Holy shit! Batman knife. Max Ace Dragon, sorry. Give me a sec here. I'm just putting stuff away that needs to go away. Okay. Oh yeah, so these Migron did the Geddon in DLC. That's new. So that's pretty crazy. The inexplicably valuable Riat Jack 1.5 and Zerkatai. Do not look up what those go for on the secondary market. Good lord. Unless you want to have a heart attack, don't look it up. God, these are all going to be so out of order. I'm going to be so pissed at myself tomorrow morning. I have a specific order that these big boys go back in this 80 slot case, and I'm going to look at that tomorrow morning and go, God dang it. Everything's messed up. Okay. Do this, guys. Do this. You have to, if you're new, especially, hey, listen, if this is your first time in my live stream, listen up. Being here and typing in chat has not entered you. You gotta do this step. That's why I had this made. Stacy from Bolstered Blades made this for me, so it was very clear. Much better than my old stupid little note cards. Thank you so much, Stacy. You gotta do this, okay? There's a link in the description. It says enter here. Just open the description. I'm not going to sell you anything. You don't have to like become a patron or a member. You don't even have to be subscribed. If you're here from TikTok, YouTube Shorts, Instagram, if you don't know what's going on, not going to trick you. Just follow the link in the description. All it does is keep all the comments in one place. That's the whole idea. It's an unlisted video. Keeps the bots out, all the comments in one place. That way when I pull the name using the comment picker website, it draws from specifically that video. Access is limited to people who are actively in the live stream. That's the whole reason for it. I know people are always skeptical. How can this guy possibly afford to give this many knives away? I get it. It's real, I promise. What time is the drawing? Basically now. If you're here now, it's about time. I'll give you guys a sec to do that. 4 left. There's some nice stuff in there. If you win tonight, you're going to be happy. And if you hate the knives, just sell them. They're worth a decent amount of money. Hold on. Got to use the laptop tonight, so it's just going to be a little awkward. Give me a sec here. All right. It's time. I'm going to try and watch chat on my phone. It's just awkward to do this, but I got to use the laptop. Hold on. All right. So, I know people are going to ask, the laptop's a Lenovo Legion 7. I really like this laptop. It's really nice. We're going to refresh the stream or the page so everybody knows it's a fresh one. It's kind of hard to tell that I'm doing that, so I'll make sure you guys can actually see it here. Fresh page. There's the link. Filter duplicate users is on. We're going to go down to get the comments. There should be, probably 1,400 comments. 2 winners tonight. 1,438 comments. Over 100 people just dipped. First winner. C35YT18, great stuff. Keep it up. C35 is what we're looking for right there. I don't even know how to set this down to where it's gonna work. Okay. Awkward, I know. Slow down, slow down, slow down. C35, C35, hold on. Hold on. C35, make yourself known in chat if you're here. If not, we move on by 9:49. Hold on. It's not likely it's a bot. It's likely it's somebody who, I mean, if they're not here, it's likely they just were a real person and left. Hold on. We've seen people jump back in at the last second, so just give them a second. I know people use alts, and if you guys want to know, I checked that afterwards. It's got a really easy way to do that, but I'm not going to reveal it because I don't want people to cheat it. $9.50, and we're getting that out of here. We're going to the next person. $40 seconds. I know it seems like an eternity, but just wait. Endless laptop portal. Can we angle it to be like really awkward? There we go. Beautiful. Beautiful. Endless laptop. That's how you view an infinity. Okay. All right. Let's do another one. Okay, sorry, guy, you got to be here. First winner. Steven Owak 1331. Sweet, love your channel. Good luck, everyone. Okay, so we're looking for Steven. It's just a purple S. Slow down, chat. Slow down. Let him talk. Let him talk. You guys are so quick with that. Give him a second. It's not immediate for some people. Just give him a second. Sometimes they jump around and do cartwheels and stuff. Just give him a sec. No way we get 2 in a row. No way. Purple S. I don't see him. No way. Wait, there he is, right there. There he is. He's here. Just saw him. He's here. He's here. He's here. Just saw him. Everybody saw him. There he is. All right. Steve, you got 4 to pick from. I need 2 numbers from you, big guy. Okay? Everybody else, shut your yap for a second and let him pick 2 numbers. 1 through 4, 2 numbers. Shut up. Let him talk. Yeah, he's here. I know, I got you, Steve. See, there's lag with some of this. Your comments don't show up for just a bit, so like you have to give it a sec. I saw him. I know. Let him pick his 2 numbers. You're gonna get something you like either way. I promise. You're gonna get something valuable either way. Like they're nice. I'm not giving away custom knives, but they're nice, like high-end production knives. Yeah, Steve, I see you, buddy. Just 2 numbers, man. It's lag, guys. It's lag. Everybody has a little bit of lag. Some people have more than others, so you guys are responding to 1 and 2. Okay. Knife number 1. Oh, Quechua. What is this one? I have the box. Titanium and M390. That is the Meridian. 6L4V and M390 for the Quechua Meridian. Very cool. Fun flipper knife. Definitely premium. Second knife. Another one. I forget the name of this one. This is the Concept. Got the blue camo carbon. You got the Damascus. Titanium texture. Titanium backspacer. That's a nice haul there, man. Somewhere around $400 worth of knives right there. Congrats. Where's my freaking YouTube, my email thing? Oh my God. I laid it out. There it is. Please email me at metalcomplex87@gmail.com with your first and last name, your shipping information, and the exact 2 knives that you won. You can say Quechua and Concept, and that'll be fine. But please email me. You will get a response no later than Friday of next week. Do not freak out if I don't email you. You'll get it, and I'll give you tracking for sure. I'll ship priority, all of that. Congratulations. You won. I'm going to put these back in their pouches. You'll get the boxes, or everything that I've got. Sometimes it's just a pouch, sometimes it's the full box. It depends on what they choose to send. Okay, so this will be easy. The next winner just gets these 2 pouches. Buttermilk is delicious. All right, I'll take your word for it. Okay, final winner tonight. We're gonna go. We got to do it. Shines LQ60B. Thank you for the opportunity. I really hope this person's here. That's another purple S. But there's a chance that they're not gonna be. No way. Seriously? Yeah, that's them right there immediately. They are here. They're here. We are here. We are here. Yeah, right there. Okay. I got you. Right there immediately. Awesome. Okay. So good. Sometimes it looks like a bot and it's not. Final. Is this right? Oh, no. Those are the other 2 winnings. I was like, wait a second. There's one that's supposed to be in here. Okay, here we go. These are the 2. First one, I know what these are. First one is the only non-premium knife in here, but it's awesome. It's the Bifer. I believe this is it Concept or the budget brand of Concept, but it's the Midgard. It's the overbuilt budget knife. Not the Bifer. The, what the heck is this thing called? The Bomber. Big, thick, chunky boy. And the other one. I've been saving this one. This is a unique little carbon fiber and titanium Mini Militaw in S45VN. Unique milling on the front part. I don't know if you can still get this knife, but those are both yours. Congratulations. Please email me at metalcomplex87@gmail.com with your first and last name, your shipping information, and the exact knives that you won. I will ship them to you no later than Friday of next week with tracking. I really have to check on the kiddo. Give me 1 sec. I'll come back, guys. Congratulations. Okay, we're good. Sorry about that. I gotta have priorities here. Okay, so I am gonna hang out for just a little bit afterwards. I don't normally get to do this, and when I get opportunities, I'm gonna put these back in the pouches. When I get an opportunity to hang out with people who want to hang out for a bit, I always take it. So I've got a little bit of extra time tonight, and I'm gonna do that. If you guys want to do a little bit of an after party with me here, we're just gonna hang out and just chat. No more being given away. We're just here for casual chat, casual good times. Lay a couple of knives out here. You want to hang out with me here for another 10, 15 minutes or so? We're just going to hang out. I'm not going to do another one, but I am going to tell you guys, my stockpile of knives is quickly replenishing, so there's much more to come. If you've never won a giveaway and you're wondering, surely he'll run out of knives. Probably not. Definitely more to come. Is the Excalibur still in pass around? So I've got a buddy who has it right now, and I want to give him all the time that he can. So eventually, not only will we have more for pass around, but we'll also have more. Like I'll give them away too. Eventually, I'll get a couple that I can give away. I want my buddy to finish up with it here. I think it's Buttgrape who has it right now. He's got my Gen 3 prototype, the one that was handled by Melissa Backwoods, Taylor Martin, Best MEDC, the one that Neves put an edge on. So that's the one that I'm passing around, the one that everybody's handled. Got your pre-order for Excalibur. I appreciate it. Everybody who's buying it, I appreciate it. I hope you guys like that new clip. I think it is a night and day difference. This clip right here from Kunwu really, really finishes it off. If you picked up the DLC one, this is exactly what it's going to look like. This is my personal user. Very happy with it, especially after personally swapping out that clip. Really happy with it. Even in my athletic pants that have a zipper right now, I have to fight over that zipper, but it's still, I can still get it in there. Dude, he said first clip sucked, now I gotta buy a new one. Reach out to Kunwu. Reach out. We're not unfair. Got a lot of people yelling and complaining. A lot of people who didn't even buy Excalibur yelling to make a big deal out of that. Those of you who know, if you bought Excalibur and you reached out to Kunwu about that, you know. So reach out to Kunwu. Yeah, no problem, dude. Reach out. And if you don't hear back, reach out to me. You have my email address. I'll take care of people who bought the knife. But I'm not gonna fan the flames of all the nonsense on Reddit and other channels trying to make something out of nothing. I'm not gonna do that. What I am gonna do is take care of people who bought the product and care. I know who you are. I know who the real ones are. But Gray Blades, what's up, man? I know you're a fan of Monster. Have you tried either of the new flavors, Viking Berry and Blue Hawaiian? Dude, Blue Hawaiian. That might overtake my my love for the orange one. The Blue Hawaiian is epic. It's probably killing me, but it's so good. Stop showing your videos of the porcupine will never be in stock. Most likely, Vosteed, as a response, will manufacture a ton more. They know what they've got. They are definitely operating at maximum capacity. I have to imagine Vosteed is a swiftly growing company. It's clearly headed by knife people. They will make more. It's not just me. I know you guys like to blame me for selling things out. It's obviously a good knife. It doesn't take... It's not like everybody's like, oh, what does Metal Complex think? You guys can figure out this is a good knife on your own. People knew. Right off the bat, they knew. Yeah, it was in stock, and then I made a video, and it was gone. But people could have figured this. It would have been out of stock either way. They'll make more. It's really, really good. You say, wish you could afford Excalibur, I'm so broke. I hear you. We're going to make versions of it that are less expensive. We're going to make a mid-range one and eventually a budget one. And eventually we'll make different sizes in all three different ranges. I mean, that's my ultimate goal. I want to make a budget tier, a mid-range tier, a high-end production tier, and a super ultimate tier. And I want everybody to have different size options for each of those tiers. So you can get the exact version that you want. You want a version that's a front flipper, eventually we'll do that. You want a version that's got a little thicker blade stock, we'll try to do that. You want it mirror polished, Kunwu can do that. We just got to get it figured out. It's coming. It's coming. If you're waiting on a certain version of it, I'm going to try to do it. I'm a knife enthusiast. I know. I'm so tuned in to what people want with this thing. I'm going to do everything that I can possibly do to get you your perfect version of this knife if you want it. I'm going to try to do it. But if you want the integral one right now, there's still some there. And also the way that we've structured this, they're going to start manufacturing them in smaller batches so that when people pre-order them, they go out faster. So this time, the ship date is somewhere in May. Instead of waiting 4 or 5 months for a ship date, this time, if you pre-ordered it, it goes out much faster. They're being really strategic about this, and they're paying attention to it. The people behind Kunwu and Sergio, I mean, God bless Sergio. Sergio is the type of person you want behind stuff like this. The guy is on the ball all the time. He is always on the ball. That's why. That's exactly why I wanted to work with Sergio. Sergio's not lazy. Sergio's a workhorse. Is my baby asleep? That's my wife. Yeah, she's asleep. Hi, honey. Your logo is brown. Did you know that? Did you pick that color? I think we got 470 people in here. I think it's a good idea to give away some memberships here. Let's see. Oh, you guys are lucky. I can do 30 tonight. YouTube gifts me some to give away. So they gift me 10 to give away. So I'll give all 10 of those away, and then I'll gift an additional 20 to the people who hung out with me here. There's 5. Here's another 5. Yeah. Honey, if you're still in here, she's been completely, like, she dropped out. So ready to sleep. I sang her Twinkle Twinkle Little Star 4 times in a row. She fell asleep after 2, and I did 2 more just for good measure. And then she fell asleep immediately. Went down, no fuss. And then here's 20 more. I'm not the best singer, but she does like to hear me sing Twinkle. She loves Twinkle. Everybody sings their kid Twinkle. Everybody's got their own little version of it, you know. Doesn't matter if you're on key or not. Sing Twinkle Twinkle Little Star to your kiddo before they go to sleep. They love that. Give us a sample. No way. How does gifting work? So you guys can gift memberships to each other if you want to. You click that $sign down by chat. There's a little rectangle with a $sign on it. You click that and go to membership gifting, and you can give memberships away. And it's you can choose however many you want, but it's random. So you pay for 10, and the system automatically gifts them to random members of chat, which is just what I did there. 30 people in chat got memberships for a month. Those people will maintain those memberships for a month. After the month's over, they'll have the option to renew it. They can choose not to. So it's completely and totally free with no obligation to renew it at all. Yeah, the giveaway's over. We're just we're on cooldown. And honestly, after this, I was going to watch the Devil May Cry anime, but I think I'm just going to go to bed. My son has a soccer game tomorrow, so... Oh yeah, there's only 525 likes. Still 450 in here. Yeah, I'm tired. I'm like I didn't do anything hard today. I'm just ready to go to sleep, I think. The best knife under $50. Hard to argue with a QSP Penguin, but also the Miguron Moyarl is a really good choice. Liner locker crossbar. I have a video on that. If you go to my top 5 and top 10 playlist and scroll down a bit, I do have a video specifically about knives that are under $50. And it's a ways back. I mean, like, I could probably update it. But Miguron is a really good company to look at, sub 50. But the QSP Penguin is just, like, specifically epic at $32. I'm really thankful for you guys. Like, this live stream thing that I've been doing has really been successful for an extended period of time. And I just, you guys are awesome. Like, I love doing the live streams. It's one of my favorite things to do on the channel. And the population is always high. And you guys really like the format and the way I do it. And it's a bit awkward and it's a bit clunky. And I think you guys some of you kind of enjoy that element, but I really appreciate it, and seeing so many of you in here afterwards, over 400 people just hanging out for no reason, I'm so appreciative of that. You guys got to know. I'm glad you like the music. Not everybody likes it, but I'm glad you guys like it. Can you pull out your Sebenza? I don't own a Sebenza, which I know it's like knife community heresy to not own a Sebenza. I own an Knonsense, which is my favorite Chris Reeve model. And actually, so here, I'll give you guys a special look at this. So if you don't know, the Knonsense actually did play a role in how I designed the handle. And I want you guys to take a look here. So the handle, it actually does bear, and like we used the straight back design, how the handle flows into the blade, and I also use the blade to handle ratio of the Umumzan to model it. Obviously, I didn't copy it, but I did like the overall outline of the Umumzan specifically. I thought it was such an iconic height, and so you can kind of see here how this played a role in the Excalibur. It's not exact, but there are similarities. The curvature back here, how it comes around. So yeah, that's, if you've ever wondered, that was one of the knives that really influenced the Excalibur. Thank you for dropping it. Your birthday's on April Fool's. I'm glad you guys like those weird April. I know that there's certain people who expect me to do something weird every single April 1st, and this year's video is very short, but it's all that is just a little love note to people who know that I'm gonna do something weird. All the people who have gathered, you know, like have picked up on all the inside jokes, and I try to just do that. I just want to make a few people laugh, like people who are hardcore dedicated to the channel. So April 1st is always, it's like a video that is specifically designed to entertain the most core part of my community. So I'm glad you guys enjoyed that. You get access to a lot more giveaways on Patreon. So it's linked at the top of chat. If you want to join Patreon, $1 a month gains you access to everything plus one monthly giveaway. Joining the $3 tier is everything plus 2 monthly giveaways. And joining the $5 tier grants you access to everything plus 3 monthly giveaways. The odds are far greater at the $5 tier. If you want the numbers, there's about 250 people total in the $5 tier, so your odds are far greater, and you get 3 slots. MC, excuse me, I just bought the QSP that you reviewed this week, and a Ritter Hogue carbon fiber because of the green one you showed. You'll love the Ritter Hogue, and you bought a QSP, the QSP that I reviewed this week. That's awesome. Cool. I hope you love them. Greg said, I did the $5 and you don't regret it. I'm happy with that. I try to offer as much as I possibly can. And by the way, to new patrons, if you just joined, I will update the Discord link so that everybody who's new will gain access to Discord tonight. I would highly advise that you check out the Discord and familiarize yourself with the community there. They are great. I'm so fortunate to have an awesome Discord community and awesome Discord mods. It's such a fun place, such a casual place. There's no crazy tryhards or just insane gatekeeping there. Like, people are just cool. And so I'm really thankful for the Patreon community and the Discord community for just being nice, normal, don't take themselves too seriously. The community there is very similar to my personality in that everything is kind of just fun. We're just enjoying the hobby and not going nuts with it. All right, guys. I am super tired. It's time for bed. It's 10:15. That's my normal bedtime anyway. So, thank you so much for being a part of tonight's live stream. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you so much to my wonderful patrons. Thank you so much to my subscribers. The people who just watch and don't subscribe and just casually enjoy random benefits on the channel. Thank you so much. I hope you all have an excellent rest of your Friday evening and an excellent rest of your weekend. Bye.